So today I want to just go over the stupid situation that Jake Paul has got himself into just around the time that the protest has started. Jake Paul has raided the Scottsdale, Arizona mall, and he's been filming himself in the mall, and while the whole thing is pretty stupid, he gets a bottle of champagne from somebody that brings out the bottle of champagne from a Chinese restaurant inside the mall, and he gets all giddy about it. And now, and that's pretty much what you can expect out of Jake Paul, because he's obviously overall a filthy dirtbag that I don't think anybody likes at all. So we're just going to dive into the video here and discuss what the whole situation is about. So, to start it off, I want to say thank you to those people who have gave me 100+ reviews on the eShop closure on July 31st. I appreciate that you are enjoying that content that I put up, and I will continue to upload enjoyable content that all of you love seeing and love. So, why was Jake Paul in a mall in Scottsdale, Arizona, filming himself with looters? Well, I could tell you it's not a good reason, number one. Because Jake Paul shouldn't have put himself into that situation in the first place. Because in the result of all of that happening, look where he got himself up to. He got himself into, like, a lot of trouble, and that's, no. If I were in Jake Paul's shoes, I would not be liking what's going on right now after filming myself and giving the police the evidence that they need to, that they need for making an arrest. Because if I provided the evidence that police needed to arrest me for any kind of crime that I did, like if it involved vandalism or or theft, I would not expect to go right back to my house. I would be facing my time in jail, and I would not be liking the whole situation. And it would actually pain me because I actually got caught by local police in Arizona where, well, I actually don't live in Arizona. I actually live in Pennsylvania, so I'm just saying Arizona because I'm just thinking, if I were in Jake Paul's shoes and I put myself in that kind of a situation, I would not be liking it. Because if I were in there documenting or filming myself in the Arizona Mall with a bunch of looters and that stuff, then I accepted a bottle of champagne from, let's say, from one of my buddies or some random stranger. Number one, I would not be accepting that because I know this loser stole from the Chinese restaurant in the Arizona Mall, and I would not be accepting it because I don't want to be in trouble with theft. And number two, I wouldn't have wanted to be in the Arizona Mall because I wouldn't want to be charged with, trespassing. You know, that there's private property that people own, and that trespassing is a crime. That's what it is. Trespassing is a crime, and people can fine you for it. People can fine you, and they can sue you, and they can take you to jail. Trespassing is a crime. Exactly what Jake Paul has done. Okay, I don't even know if you realize that he was trespassing. Of course, I don't think Jake Paul would really be considering trespassing as a crime because, well, he's stupid to the brain. Okay, let's just put it that way. We all know how stupid Jake Paul really is. So apparently he got himself into a lot of trouble with the FBI. They got his mansion raided by the FBI, so now they just have to watch how everything unfolds in courts and that stuff. So right now, the federal government has executed a search warrant in the mansion of one of Jake Paul's mansions in Arizona, in Scottsdale Square. Now, I can tell you that the crime that Jake Paul has committed was very low level, but according to Rich of Review Tech USA, he has said that he had been hosting Corona parties, and what he is expected to have in his mission is guns and, some of that illegal alcoholic stuff or illegal substances, you know what I mean? Like, if you have the federal government on your tail because of something that you've done, then you're, it's very suspicious that you are going off and you're doing something, well, something very, like a high level crime, you know, whatever the case is, and you know, when you mess with the federal government or the FBI or whatever, and you commit like some kind of crime that is like very, very illegal and that stuff, you can expect yourself to like live the rest of your life in prison. Because if you got the FBI on your tail, it means you've done something very, very stupid, and you could be held accountable for the stuff that you did for the rest of your life in prison or jail. I would imagine prison, because if it's a high level crime that you committed, then you could be in prison for the rest of your life. Worse, the world could put a label on Jake Paul's head as the most dangerous and stupid person on Earth. And considering how stupid Jake Paul is, he deserves to have a eye watched on with the federal government. So, why would he need eyes watched on him? Well, considering we all know how stupid Jake Paul is and always will be, he deserves to have eyes watched on him. Everybody needs to start, you know, finding out what stupid high-level crimes he can do, and, you know, how far of stupidity could actually, you know, progress. Like, let's just go with that. Let's just go with, you know, let's just go with how much progression of stupidity he could actually, you know, the path of stupidity he could actually go down to. Because I know how stupid Jake Paul is, and he deserves to have eyes watched on him. Now, this is me, but he should have ankle braces, you know, put on him. So, like, it's the fact that he ever escaped prison and, you know, not refusing to take accountability for his actions of the crimes that he's committed, then he needs ankle braces so that they can keep a good eye on him, so that, you know, so that the government knows his every move. And, you know, because who knows what Jake Paul is capable of. Yeah, he could be stupid, but he could actually be smart with the law and actually, you know, escape from prison and you know, just be you know, that stupid when it comes to, you know, not taking, you know, escaping from the government's grasp on him. And Mark, and I can just say this, I could say Jake Paul would be pretty stupid to mess with the federal government. And if that's the case, then we would all know what Jake Paul is really capable of doing. And for right now, he could be facing a lot of time in prison for a lot of stupid stuff that he's done. And it's not just the Arizona Mall. He could have done multiple crimes that, you know, could add up to his lifetime in prison. That Jake Paul, if Jake Paul is stupid enough to think that he can get off scot-free for all the stupid stuff that he's did in this, because he's rich. He's got he makes lots of money. He owns a mansion. So of course, people famous like Jake Paul are gonna do, you know, whatever stupid stuff that they can. That way, they don't have to, like, you know, own up for anything that they do. Justin Bieber, we all know that story. He drove around a beach with, you know, a lot of girls, and, you know, he was driving around the beach drunk. So, Justin Bieber got charged for, you know, being intoxicated. And that was something stupid Justin Bieber did because, well, Justin Bieber was a celebrity. He was on magazines. So, to my surprise, is it really surprising that celebrities get into this kind of trouble? Not really. I would be really, really shocked if Ariana Grande actually did something, like, very, very stupid, you know what I'm saying? Like, celebrities can be, you know, some pretty messed up people. Especially people that come from, you know, big cities. I know this one kid that went to my college. His name was, Mark McGee. And, now this kid, I would assume he came from, New York City, and no, he was an idiot. I didn't really like the guy because not only did he do stupid stuff like, you know, get himself busted by security for, you know, stuffing down snacks down his shirt during doing, like, vending. He got himself busted by security, and, you know, he got himself kicked out. And it was not really that much of a surprise to me. He did something very stupid. He, you know, he thought he was invincible and could get away with stuff. And that's what rich people think they can do. They think they can just, you know, get off scot-free from the law and, you know, think they don't have to own up for anything. But anyway, that's enough with me going on about rich people. I know Jake Paul is a real stupid person that, well, just doesn't even know how to use his head right. And that's it for today's video on discussing the stupidity of Jake Paul. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Charles Morris, and I will see you all in the next video.